So let me just explain this photo and why I look so sad and sorry for myself. So this one is from the 7th of August 2019, also known as the NHS Black Wednesday. So if you don't know, Black Wednesday is the first Wednesday in August. That's when foundation year 1 doctors start. So you finish medical school and then you step up on the ward as a fully fledged doctor for the first time. It just so happened that on my very first day, it was myself and another foundation year 1 doctor. Just in terms of juniors, it was literally just the two of us. When I tell you that we suffered, I still have trauma from that day. Because as a medical student, you know, when someone shouts for a doctor, even if you're there, you're just like, where's the doctor? They're looking for you over there. We have really nice consultants. So 2 of them came in on that day because they knew that it was going, oh, hell was going to break loose that day. So they did the ward round. So they saw all the patients. We had a plan for all the patients. And then once they left, it was literally us 2 day 1 doctors. All the queries that the nurses had were all coming to us. And I don't think it helped that I started on renal medicine, so kidney medicine. And so we had patients on dialysis. I remember one of the nurses asked me to look at some blood tests. I remember looking at them thinking, oh my God, what? Everything is abnormal. Creatinine in the thousands, potassium, hemoglobin. I remember looking at those blood tests like, we need a doctor here. She must have seen me starting to sweat, starting to shake. She was like, doctor, those are pre-dialysis bloods. I was like, and even everyday things, mundane things, prescribing paracetamol, you know, takes you way longer than it should. You are the doctor now, and the pressure, you literally feel it get it worse. And I remember I had a patient who had been told in the ward round that they're going to be going home that day, so I had to sort out their TTOs and their letter. And it's like 3:30 at this point. Pharmacy closes at 4. The pharmacist just stood there like, I need my TTOs, please. And I've got so many jobs. And the patient comes out, he's suited and booted, ready to go home. He's like, doctor, I just want to go home. I was like, I'm trying. I'm really trying. I mean, I laugh now, but it was not funny at the time. I didn't have lunch that day. By the time I finished all my jobs and put out the blood test for the next day, it was 2.5 hours after I was meant to finish. And that's when I took the saddest photo ever, just holding my lunch at like 7:30.